as a finite man. And that is the center of Christmas. He came to be like His creation. If you are like an artistic person and you have paintings, and you painted like, for example, a beautiful scenery with animals there and whatever you got there, you wouldn't want to be like your creation because you are more superior to your creation. But our God, who has created everything, had stooped down Himself to be like us, not to impress us, not to gain alliance with us, but just because He wants to save us. Praise God. It is only Christianity has a God who enters our darkness. It is only our God who walks in our dusty roads. It is only our God who feels our pain. And it is only our God who hears our cries of sorrow. Do you have secret prayers? Do you have secret cries in the night? Our God hears them. And He would never ever ignore even your silent scream. Praise God. Because He is Emmanuel, which meant is that God is with us. He is not beside you. He is not in front of you. He wants to live inside you. So what is the message of Christmas? The message of Christmas is first that people should be turned from darkness to light. In the book of Isaiah, it says here that Isaiah chapter 9 verse 2, the people walking in darkness have seen a great light. So, you know, Christmas, like this one, you've got these bling blings, Christmas lights, right? But if you turn off the plug, the light would subside. But then this God of ours, He is the light that is never consumed. He is the light that never grows dim. He is the light that penetrates every dark part of your life. This is our God. And He, you know, when we talk about light, it exposes the truth, right? That's why when you're doing something foolish, you wouldn't want to do it in broad daylight because you wouldn't want people to discover you. Correct? I remember my brother, he was sneaking on my snacks. And he was like eating it inside the dark room because he wouldn't want to be caught. But our God, He wants to expose everything so that people's attention be drawn not to anything or anyone else but to Him. John 1 verse 3 to 4, it says there, all things were made through Him, and without Him nothing was made that was made. It was only through God that all the things that you see around you was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light of man. The meaning of light is to cast off darkness. It's in the Philippines, we once had this like 1 whole week of brownout, and it's so difficult to walk around, especially for students. It's so difficult to study when sunset comes because there's no light. Even you study with the candle on, it's still difficult. It's so easy to walk about. It's so easy to travel in this world if there is light because you see what is ahead of you. You'll be able to prepare what you see ahead of you. Isn't it so? And God is like that. He wants to be light in your life. He wants to expose all the things in your life. You know, this world offers a temporary happiness. This world offers this glitz and glamour that are all about deceptions. This world offers success, but it is not for a lifetime. It's always temporary. Everything is temporary. But God says in John chapter 8 verse 12, then Jesus spoke to them again saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. Praise God. He is the way out of a life that is messed up by immorality, deception, hopelessness, and miseries. And the world offers seemingly beautiful stuff, temporary happiness, and unstable security. For people, probably, when you are in the place that you don't want to be, if your workplace sucks, If you have an unstable marriage, probably, you have a lot of unpaid debts. If you have quarrels with other people, you feel like your life is so dark, right? And for you, the definition of light is when you are able to live the way you want to live.